Hey, it's Jim Ebert with Cancer Can Rock. Today we have John Worrall in doing his song, Each Moment. I hope you guys like it. Hey, John, how are you?
I'm fantastic, Jim. How are you?
I'm pretty good, you know. We did your song today.
Yes, we did.
What's it called?
Each Moment.
And it's about?
It's about making the most of every moment that you can.
Okay.
Yeah. The general premise is life is pretty good, and if you take the time to appreciate and enjoy that, appreciate the people around you, you're going to get a lot more out of it than if you spend your time getting upset about things.
Take advantage of the blue sky.
There it is.
Enjoy it. We met through Jeannie, I call her Jeannie Nolan.
Jeannie Nolan is how I know her as well from the day.
And she referred you to me. We hooked up for Cancer Can Rock and brought you in, and it's been kind of a cool thing because we have this whole high school. You went to the same high school as me.
Yes, I did.
And I went to the same high school as you. We were years apart, but we know a lot of friends, such as the guitar player for the session, Buddy Speir.
Buddy Speir.
You know pretty well. And Jeannie's, they're all in that, you guys are all in that age group.
That's right.
And so it's been a lot of fun reminiscing about Falls Church and where we came from and what we did. You grew up around the corner from me.
Literally around the corner.
Right.
Yes, a block and a half away from you as the crow flies.
So you're Greenwich, I'm Lincoln Avenue, and anyway.
That's right.
Most important question, what type of cancer do you have?
I have stage 3B colon cancer, which is metastasized in my lymph node system.
That doesn't sound good.
No, it doesn't sound good. It doesn't. Here's the cool thing. It doesn't feel bad. Lymph nodes don't hurt.
Okay.
Right now, anyway.
Okay.
So I feel okay. My prognosis is not great, but I don't feel terrible.
Okay. What is your prognosis?
I'm terminal. So right now we're managing the cancer, doing our best with chemotherapy. Shout out to the Apple Hill Cancer Center of York, up in York, Pennsylvania, where I go. They're doing a phenomenal job, Dr. Joseph Canicat, of keeping my cancer from spreading until it decides to mutate. But they've been keeping it in place and managing my side effects of the chemotherapy. I'm young. I'm 48, so they're hitting me with a pretty solid dose to try to keep this in check as long as possible. So it's right now we're at that stage of, how much can I tolerate as an individual? Because the more I can tolerate, the longer we can keep playing this game, and the more I can get out of life.
Same thing happened to me where they just said, I was 37 at the time when I got diagnosed.
Wow.
They just said, you're young, you're strong, we're gonna throw everything at you. We can't operate because it's in a part of your brain where you'll be a zombie for the rest of your life. So
right.
They brought up a term to me that I didn't really understand at the time called quality of life.
Yes.
And I thought, because at that period, it was like, no, I just want it out. Get it out of me. And every doctor's like, no.
Right.
Even if we biopsy this, it could paralyze you. So it's just not, you just got to back up, live your life and go.
Yes. My situation is a little similar in that apparently the lymph nodes are right attached to a major artery, so they can't operate. So it's inoperable, which is why they're telling me, we're not going to be able to fix this. We're going to manage this.
Well, we're very similar because that's what Duke told me. Basically, it's like, we're not going to tell you what to do, but we're going to suggest and we're going to manage this together. So we make decisions together.
Yeah.
So think about it. If you trusted your doctor, I have good one.
Hello, we have a third participant.
If you trust your doctor just 100%, and they told you something that was completely wrong, you'd just be angry.
Right.
I would then become an angry, dying man, which I can't think of anything worse.
No, if you're going to be a dying man, don't be angry. There's no benefit to getting angry about.
No.
Yeah. So, but I agree. If you just go in blind, they tell you something wrong, and you find out, oh, well, I trusted you.
Yeah.
Then the anger comes, and that makes it all worse.
Well, I've had a blast today. It's been a blast hanging out and just talking, having our friends around. And Jeannie came by. And Blair was here.
Blair White dropped by.
Okay.
She's another Mason alum.
Okay.
I had. I mentioned earlier. basically the best day since my wedding, with apologies to my children, because I was there when the kids I was there when you were born. Those are good days. They're not always great days. I'm teasing though; those were fantastic days. This has been such a revelation for me. I've been a huge fan of music for as long as I can remember. My mother was a big music fan. She raised me listening to music, and having been able to go through the experience today of taking a song concept, which I didn't think was a great song concept, but seeing what you and Buddy and Eric and the team at Dan and everybody were able to do with it, Sean, the whole crew was able to take this concept, and I got to watch you take an idea and bring it to a reality, and a polished reality, in the span of one day.
Well, that's one of the cool things about the gig, is that we start in the morning and the song is in the ether, and then at 6 o'clock it sounds like a record.
It sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Way exceeded my expectations. When I was writing down the lyrics and thinking about in my head, well, how's this going to go? I said, this is garbage. But now I'm really proud of what we accomplished today. I want to toot, if I can say this in an appropriate way, I want to toot your horn. I don't know how to say that without sounding terrible.
No.
What you do and what your team here has done today, was not only the professionalism and the quality of what you do and how quickly you're able to communicate and grasp concepts was beautiful. And the end result is, as the person who originally sort of envisioned, well, it'll sound a little bit like this, just way exceeded what I thought it could have sounded like. And I'm so impressed by that and so grateful.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
It's just a pleasure. I think the song sounds great. So,
Thank you.
What is it you do for a living?
I'm an executive producer at Big Huge Games. I've been making video games for about 30 years.
Wow.
Yeah. And a lot of what I do is try to help the team that's making the game find methods of working and processes that enable them to do what they do.
So you're
well.
a producer.
I'm a producer, and watching you work today spoke to me, a lot about, just watching you understand when to let them do what they needed to do and when to take your breadth of experience and use that to help guide things a little bit.
Well, it's trust.
It comes.
It's trust.
That's the goal.
So we all trust each other, and I'm certainly. I like to think my ego isn't checking off. Just if someone says, give this a listen, I will.
I watched you,
And
move forward and move back as you needed to.
Yeah. And if I hear something that I want to get, then I'll at least get to the point of hearing it.
Yeah. There was a lot of love in the studio,
and there is.
You could tell.
There is.
Yeah.
Like I've said, I do it in every interview. They're great players, better people.
I would agree with that.
Well, anyway,
we
got special plans tonight because we're going to Anthony's Pizza.
Anthony's
Falls Church,
restaurant,
Virginia.
Yes.
And we're gonna have baked spaghetti.
I think so.
Steak and cheese subs.
We're gonna have a lot of food, and I'm gonna sleep so heavy today.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah,
I am too. Anyways, a pleasure to have you in today. Song sounds great. We'll have it out for you soon.
Listen, Jim, thank you so much for this opportunity and this experience. This is something I've always dreamed of doing, and I'm not going to be able to listen to music the same way again now that I've been able to experience it from this perspective.
Right.
So,
well, I guess
thank you for that gift, man.
I guess that's good.
It's
we'll see.
Fantastic.
It's careful, because now
it's
you might
the best.
When you promise once you start getting in that headspace, you can't listen to the radio.
That's okay.
That's
okay. I still play video games. I know how they're made.
Okay.
So I can listen to music.
All right, brother.
Thank you so much, Jim.
Yeah.